Yualunthi. Yualunthi.
So our question for City Week is, how does Adelaide support, embrace and
Celebrate Aboriginal culture?
Our research was led by an interest to find out how Adelaide celebrates Aboriginal culture and see if we could do more.
Alright. Ready?
Today we honour the Indigenous peoples of this land, the oldest continuing cultures in human history. We reflect on their past mistreatment. We reflect in particular on the mistreatment of those who were stolen generations. Pain, suffering and hurt of these stolen generations, their descendants and for their families left behind, we say sorry.
It's been 10 years since the national apology to the stolen generations, but how can we do more?
Various individuals involved in Aboriginal culture shared their story to help us in Adelaide.
This year was quite significant for Kaurna people because we're the first ever Aboriginal community to get native title on the capital city.
Adelaide has a significant amount of Kaurna naming within the city. Each of the squares have Kaurna names such as
Tandang Yanga for Victoria Square. This improves the recognition of Adelaide's traditional owners.
Back in the day, my father was Aboriginal. He wasn't even allowed to vote in this country, but he could go to war for this country.
The biggest challenge for kids, closing the gap for our young people is around education, life expectancy. Some of the kids we work with live, 1,500 k's away in remote areas and don't have access to, secondary education. Sorry. If you think back 20 years ago to where it is now, I think the opportunities in the sporting area certainly increased, and most of that is due to, the opportunity to access sports that probably they never had that opportunity before.
And last Thursday, we repatriated 2 gentlemen back to country. So we had, we had Aboriginal men that left Australia as men, alive, breathing, tied to a ship, went to England, were killed for tests, DNA tests, body tests.
We live in a world and we play a sport that is, inclusive of everybody, and we still have a way to go. Leadership, resilience, trusting others around you as well. In these environments, having honest conversations with each other, and identifying social issues and bringing awareness to them. Indigenous round is an important one.
I think that learning language and learning culture gives students and adults, teaching staff, educators, a knowledge of that culture.
When I first started working with Kaurna language, everyone just regarded it as a dead, extinct language, not worth bothering about.
Being able to educate people. So, a lot of the time we see, for example, the Guernsey, you see the Guernseys and the stories that are encompassed in those, and that's an education piece in itself.
So, there's a lot of healing happening, a lot of well-being things happening, and, it's humbling that it's happening now. My grandparents, my grandmother wasn't even allowed to vote in this country, let alone, get land back from the white Australia.
It's about bringing people together. And one is about people that are, non-Indigenous to be able to feel and embrace that they're a part of that story.
The broader white Australia now is coming to terms with, a long time ago atrocities did happen. They acknowledge they happen, but we're moving forward together to figure out how we can, live in harmony with this.
By learning the stories of various individuals involved in Aboriginal culture, we came up with a plan.
Our plan is to make a change in Adelaide, a new beginning.
We'll see schools now are coming up with programs called RAP programs. So these are called Reconciliation Action Plans.
We've had one going here now for 4 or 5 years, which is fantastic. I've had staff from other schools ring me and contact me, and I've met with them to help them work out and establish their reconciliation action plan. Which
Aboriginal languages are our unique national heritage. They belong in the land, they belong in this country. And they're a key to understanding the place where we live.
My wish and my dream would be to be a Kaurna language teacher for a majority of the students in the school. Language as well as culture being taught as a subject.
Doing that. I walked into your reception today, I saw my Kaurna shield in there. It makes me so happy in my heart to see that, whether it be a gift from another Kaurna person in the school, but you guys are proudly showing it in your cabinet with all your other beautiful sporting trophies. So, you don't understand, it takes baby steps. So to see a Kaurna shield in your office is awesome for us. So these steps are making us walk forward together side by side. So
having the scar tree in the parklands, not far from here, where the students can go and look at the tree and see how that's changed over time.
At the time we did something about it.